Good morning, everyone, and happy National Cheeseburger Day. I hope you all are doing amazing. Today is Wednesday, September 18th. Again, National Cheeseburger Day. And a great way to spend your lunch and save money is to head on over to Wayback Burger today. They have a great deal. Buy one, get one free on their cheeseburgers. I went for the first time last month, and the food was amazing. So here's a little picture of their cheeseburger. I think it's delicious. Again, you need something to do for lunch today. It's National Cheeseburger Day. Why not go get a free one? It's buy one, get one free. You can either share with a friend, or if you're like me, just eat them both. Save one for now, or eat one now, save one later. All the fun things. So that settles that. This is Talking TVO. You may be wondering, what is that? Who am I? Well, I'm your digital host, Breona Winn, and this is our recap show to our lifestyle show called Tennessee Valley Living. Every day at 10 a.m., I sit back here on this desk and give you the inside scoop on what you can expect on today's episode of the show. So I'm so glad that you all are joining me today, and I will quickly recap what you all missed on yesterday's episode of Tennessee Valley Living. Okay, if you know me, if you've been watching for a while now, I love a good website tour. So that's what we're going to do right now, just to promote. We've got great articles on our website. So you go to tvliving.com, you insert that right here in the search bar, and here you go. This is what shows up. Yesterday we had our friend Brittany with Balanced Boot Camp. She came on to show healthy habits to implement before the holiday season. Let me click on it. I won't show you the interview, but just kind of share a couple of habits that she shared. The first one was drink half of your body weight in ounces of water. And I thought that was interesting because typically people, they tell you to drink a gallon of water a day, whereas Brittany, she's a coach, like a fitness coach as well. She recommends half of your body weight in ounces instead of the full gallon. So I thought that was interesting, and you can watch the full interview here on tvliving.com. But moving right along, we also had a representative from Wellstone Emergency Services to talk about their new pediatric unit. Her name was not Amy. What was her name? I don't quite remember, but she was lovely. Lovely woman. Watch this episode, or watch this interview here on tvliving.com. And then we ended the show with 5 Points Family Medicine. They offer a wide array of treatment options. They came on to talk about some of their weight loss options that they offer, and they are located on Pratt Avenue in Huntsville. So if you're looking for a new primary care unit, head on over to 5 Points Family Medicine. They were lovely people. We talked with Dr. Chris and his partner, so that was a really good interview. I think so. So that is what you missed yesterday. But let us talk about what is going on today. Okay, first up, did someone say, oh wait, hold on. Let me back it up. Okay, so back to Brittany. Again, Balanced Boot Camp, lovely woman. She was talking to us about the 75 Hard Challenge. And if you watched Talking TVO yesterday, I kind of gave you a little preview of what this is, but she kind of went a little bit more in depth, and also shared that she's on her 5th round of the 75 Hard Challenge, which a round of applause for her, because 75 days in itself is a challenge. But to do that 5 different times, I am impressed, to say the least. So back to the rules for those of you who do not know. First off, you have to pick a diet that works best for you and stick to it. No cheating and no alcohol. That is a non-negotiable. Then you have to read a book, drink a gallon of water, take pictures, but the kicker is this next one. 2 45-minute workouts a day. One has to be outside. Let me show you me for a second. To work out once a day is a blessing for me. To do it twice a day and then one has to be outside is a lot. And I was saying yesterday how I would love to be able to say that I have done this challenge. The thing is, it's all mental. It's really self-discipline, and it's all mental. And maybe, you know what, maybe one day I'll do it. I won't even be negative back here. Maybe one day I will be able to conquer it. But then I look at this last, let me put it here, this last rule, and it says if you mess up, you have to start all the way over. What if I want a cheeseburger? You know what I mean? Like, what if I want a slice of cheesecake? I have to start all the way over? I don't know, but shout out to Brittany again. She did that. She's on her 5th round, so that's 75 days times 5. I'm not good at math, but do the math, and that is what she's on right now. She said yesterday she was actually at her halfway point when she was on the interview. So she's almost done. We are rooting for you, Miss Brittany girl, and we wish you all the best. How about that? Okay, now moving on to what to expect today on TVL. Did someone say espresso martini? Okay, our friend Britt with All Shook Up is back here yet again for another episode of his segment Cocktail of the Month. And this is a segment, he comes on every month to the TVL kitchen to show us how to make cocktails. Last month he made a peach Bellini, and today he is making an espresso martini. So for those of you who do not know, an espresso martini is typically a cold, caffeinated alcoholic beverage made with espresso, coffee liquor, and vodka. But today, Brittany is going to show us how he shakes it up a bit and takes it to the next level to make his stand out from the rest. So he's going to be joining Claudia today in the TVL kitchen and show us how to make an espresso martini. I'm very excited. I think it's going to be very good. And yes, speaking of coffee, a great way to a great place to get a nice warm cup of joe is at Angels Island Coffee. TVL stopped by a few months ago to check out their location. Let's take a look.
So I brought it to life because I worked at a coffee shop in Fiji. We were missionaries there for 11 years. And the owner was 18 when she opened her first coffee shop, and she ended up opening 5 after that. But that gave me inspiration. Our beans are very, very fresh. I get it from New Jersey, and it's a roaster there that has worked with us since the beginning. As soon as we order it every week, they roast it that day, mail it the next day. We just started doing matcha. A lot of people are happy about that. And then our chai tea is actually in-house, like we make it ourselves. I would also say our smoothies are huge, and then our sandwiches and muffins. Our most popular one is the Malua mix. It's an Ethiopian, very smooth coffee, so it's not too light, not too dark, but that's probably our biggest seller. So we started our espresso cart about 5 years ago, and we do about 1 or 2 events each month right now. And we're really hoping to get into corporate America because our coffee community connection can work so well in the corporate America world, where they get to take a break and their bosses really enjoy seeing them have a good time, and they get to know who we are. So then we have new customers. So when I first started, I said I wanted to be one of the top coffee shops in Huntsville because I cared so much about Huntsville, and even though there's so many other coffee shops, I care about them too. Like we work together, I go there, I get coffee, but we're not in competition because we're all different. So I think the biggest thing that sets us apart is we're just very comfortable with every coffee shop that comes into town, and our coffee community connection is just so huge. My employees help me get to know our customers more because I can't get to know them all, but we know so many customers by name. We know about what they're doing, if they were out of town. Like, we care so much that if someone doesn't come, a regular person, we're like, where are they? It's not just about coffee drinkers. Like, I have everything for everybody here, and this is a safe place for everyone.
Okay, again, that is Angels Island Coffee. And if you happen to go and check them out, be sure to tag us on Facebook, Instagram, use the hashtag #AsSeen on TVL for a chance to be not entered, but featured on our show on air every day. So great opportunity to get your face out there. How about that? Okay, moving on. Did you know that sometimes the only way to preserve a historic building is to actually relocate it? Well, personally, I had no idea, but you know who did have an idea is our favorite history girl, Sue Ann Griffiths. She comes every month, and this month she is here to give us background on information on 4 local historic buildings that were actually relocated from their original spot. And you know, here on Talking TVO, I like to give you a sneak peek, so let's dive right in. Hold on, let me pull it up for you. Okay, so this right here, we've got a picture of the Humphrey Rogers house, which is actually now Mazzara's. For those of you who are familiar, the house was built in 1848 and survived 2 possible destructions. To find out what those destructions are, make sure you watch the show today at 11 a.m. And like I said, this is just one building of 4 that Sue Ann is going to give us great, interesting background information and facts and where the original spots were to where they are located now. So make sure that you watch the show again today at 11 to get all of that information and more. Okay, our last guest, she is here to give us a beauty secret that you simply do not want to miss. Okay, when it comes to red lipstick, there's a shade for everyone, but sometimes I feel like that's just not the case. Or, either you can't find the right shade or you're just scared to rock a bold look like myself. I've shared that before. We had makeup guru L'Oreal Pride. She came on months ago. She comes on very often, but months ago she came on and me and her talked in the lobby, and she actually convinced me to try color on my lip. I don't have it on today, but she did convince me, okay? So I'm definitely gonna tune in today because, again, we are going to hear how to find the right shade of red for you. And our friend Olivia Sparks, she's a makeup artist here in the Huntsville, North Alabama area. She's got great tips on how to find the perfect red. And when I read the tip, I was like, you know what, this makes sense. This makes sense because, like I said earlier, there's a shade for everyone. And that's what Olivia says. But sometimes it simply does not feel like that's the case. So I'm excited for you all to hear what the tip is. So make sure you grab your pen, grab your paper, meet us on the couch at 11 to find out how to find the perfect shade of red for your lips. Okay, that's all I have for you today on Talking TVL. Thank you so much for joining me. Be sure to watch again tomorrow at 10 a.m. We're gonna meet back here, give you a sneak peek on what you can expect on tomorrow's episode as well as what's to come on Friday. And have a great day. Again, National Cheeseburger Day. So if you need something to do for lunch, head on over to Wayback Burger for that buy one, get one deal. And also, sneak peek, they'll be in studio tomorrow with more food. And I'll be eating it. Oh yeah, I will. I'm very excited about it. So make sure you watch the show today. It is currently 10:13, which means you have 47 minutes, if I did my math correctly, to go do what you need to do. Go to Angel's Coffee if you live around there. Grab you, or Angel's Island Coffee, grab you a coffee. Go walk your dog, pet your cats, get your workout in, go to Rumble Boxing, and then meet us on your couch at 11 a.m. for an all-new episode of Tennessee Valley Living. All right, have a great day. See you tomorrow.